We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Spartan Weekly number 8. We're going to keep things rolling. I am Super Atomic, joined by Julian right here, newcomer to the Michigan State Smash scene. Been around just a little bit. Yeah. Are you a student here at MSU?
Definitely, a freshman.
Okay, all right. I am one of them folks that come from out of town, just kind of chill out for the evening. I'm sort of near Jackson, Michigan. I'm kind of out in the boonies, though.
Oh, I'm from Detroit.
Okay. Rolling out from Detroit. So even when you go home for the summer, there's still be lots of hot smash action, like right near you. So our next match is Azura versus Lewy. This is going to be Corrin and Marth. So we are having a Corrin showcase tonight. The first couple matches have both been Corrins, and we're going to get our third Corrin tonight. And then Lewy is a Marth. This is a rather interesting matchup because Marth revolves around the tipper, and Corrin has a tipper mechanic, but her normal hits still kind of hit like a truck sometimes. They're not quite as strong. Like, obviously, you want the sweet spot. And I think this might go just a little bit to Corrin, just because you can have a little bit sloppier spacing while still like maintaining good strength, because there's not certain hits where you want the weak or strong hit like Marth. Marth, you have to be very specific. I think Marth has a little bit higher ceiling and can possibly, it might be a little bit better character. One of the things that definitely helps him out is he's a little bit faster, and he actually is tied for the fastest walk in the game. And walking, it's a really underrated option, but you have access to things like power shields a lot faster. So that can be utilized, especially with the things like the Dragon Fang shot, the projectile. And it looks like we are getting going here, I'm guessing. Yep, it looks like we are, maybe Battlefield's our call here. Yep, it looks like it is. So it looks like we've got pink Corrin. So this is the third different Corrin color too. So I'm happy about that. We've had blue, black, and now pink. Got to keep the Corrin train Corrin. All right, yep. And oh, gonna land into that. You can't be landing into that. Like I said, just like a minor misspacing from Lewy. But Azura going for a lot of the just kind of the normal charge full chomps, and now going into the pin. Very smart option. Gonna put on a lot of shield pressure. I think one more of those will break the shield. So that's rather formidable. And a nice down air from Azura. Another pin. Azura is showing some domination in the early going here. Not gonna put on any pressure, not gonna force the Marth back to the ledge. Great forward air from Lewy, getting a little bit of pressure going. I believe Lewy can actually kill with a forward smash from anywhere center stage and anything more favorable for him. Definitely by this point in time, as long as it's tempered. And gonna go with the dancing blade, gonna fall out, but Azura not getting a punish. But that's gonna be a massive punish right there. And going for more pins. That's one thing that Marth just doesn't have, is the, you know, that explosive mobility option like what Corrin has. There's just a small amount of lag on that. It's not awful. Great dash attack. We're gonna see another, basically a bait right there, because Lewy wasn't able to get any type of safe punish. And just Lewy is doing the smart thing. He's trying to space out with the fairs. First counter we're gonna see right there, gonna whiff it from Azura. Great spot dodge though, but just charging up the chop. Force into the shield to make sure that he doesn't get too greedy and just get even massive amounts of damage. Lands with there, gonna dash attack away. Fun fact about Marth, dash attack and up smash are both frame 12. So you can actually activate an up smash basically anytime you get a dash attack. Great dancing play, gonna get the tipper final hit, which is gonna KO. That's going to be another big damage, about 20%. That's a big chunk. Another big chunk right there. Azura showing some dominance. And maybe one thing that we could see is from Lewy, I'm seeing a lot of full hops. We're not seeing really any empty hops or short hops. Those are very effective in Marth's toolkit. But more dancing blade. Azura, oh no! Actually gonna save Azura right there. Azura was dead. miscalculation from Lewy. Gonna be kicking himself about that one. Rather unfortunate. But yeah, Azura was dead right there. Too low. Probably got caught in the hit stun. Lewy not out of this though. Showing some life. And good pin right there. Gonna send him away quite a bit. But we're not seeing really very much ledge pressure from Azura that I think we're gonna need to see as he goes on. I'm guessing like probably game 2, as well as going further on in the matchup. Great DI right there though. That's a good trap. The jab to forward smash. It's not true until very, very high percents. But we're seeing Lewy fish too much. But Azura is just, he's spacing so far away. Great power shield though from Lewy. And the up smash, not quite gonna finish it off though, but this has gotten very scary for Azura. He has given up quite a bit of ground. And like I said, it's because he's not really putting on enough pressure at the ledge. He's like rolling back twice, so he's close to center stage. Oh, and he's gonna get caught right there, trying to land with the counter. Great weight from Lewy, just waiting out that counter, and I don't think he would have gotten caught from the counter because it was all the way at the tip of the sword. So the counter it's from the bottom up rather than reaching below. So I don't think that would have caught Lewy by any means. So that was a really smart play all around. Great stuff for him to kind of claw his way back. So we will just kind of wait and see. I don't know these players all that well as players. I know Azura is one of the TOs. I talked to him at the TO desk quite a bit. We discussed TO things because I TO a little bit. I'm always happy to help out when I'm not on the mic. Looks like Lewy might be switching to Doc. Please don't switch to Doc. Captain Falcon. This matchup is pretty tough for Corrin. We see this at a local high level in between Sensational and Ryuga quite a bit. Sensational is normally known as the worst player, but he usually beats Ryuga. He's also beat Bread, probably the second best Corrin in the state. Seth has beat Bread in the last couple times they've fought. So I think it's definitely one that's kind of in Captain Falcon's favor. He's just so overwhelmingly quick and kind of eliminates the pin tool in Corrin's kit, like the pin away to just kind of retreat. Captain Falcon is wildly fast enough to get nice punishes off of it. Good up smash attempt from Azura. Triplats, kind of a polarizing pick. Good for both players. Or at least their characters. It just kind of depends on where they like to be. And good attempted back air, but you have that the invincibility frames to right on startup from Corrin on that up B, so I believe that's what he got caught in. Another great bear, but sending coast to coast. Not really going to be a KO threat just yet because he's going coast to coast with him. Trying to go for the Falcon kick. That's weaker at the end, like it doesn't really kill. So I'm a little confused as to why he went for that option. A rapid boost probably would have been better in that scenario. But just gonna do it right there. Realizing that he locked into that jabbing option, but he was gonna run out of jabs before that forward smash should go off. So the reduction of the hitbox into the strong hit of that forward smash is gonna do it. Trying to catch him right there, smartly hanging on ledge. Corrin has a couple different ways where she can trap you, where she can catch all of your ledge options. So the trick is just to wait. Ooh, the axe kick coming in, gonna spike him downwards back into the stage. This switch is paying dividends for Lewy. Like I said, the other matchup's a lot tougher. And he goes from an unfavorable matchup to a favorable one, and you're seeing quite a turnaround from Lewy. But we may see some more nutty stuff out of these two. Getting the counter surge, that's gonna do it. Captain Falcon's gonna splat in front of us. And now he's gonna drop right back in. This match is also going a bit quicker paced as well. It's something that I've noticed. So the Captain Falcon pick, I really do like it. While the Marth was able to win, you're just gonna do that. You're gonna have a JV2 right there. So that's gonna be a 2-0 to Lewy. Azura losing like TOs usually do, unfortunately, because you know they're preoccupied TOing and stuff, and they just have a million other things to do, basically. Yeah. So game one, very, very close, turned into a very, very close game. and he was able to kind of sneak out the first one, and then the second one, bodying. So next up we have Jacob Banshee versus Boss Hog. If Jacob Banshee hasn't changed since, I believe, NHS X maybe, when I played him. I don't know, I played him sometime over the summer. It was one of the MIUS stops. Jacob Banshee is a Mario, and Boss Hog, we saw him earlier tonight, a very dominating Bayonetta. He has that Bayonosity going. He's got that Bayonetta sauce. So we'll see what we've got here. Jacob Banshee has won a match, at least one match to get to Boss Hog, because we watched Boss Hog win a match, and that's kind of how this works. Is you got to win matches to progress further. This is going to be rather interesting. A lot of it will revolve around how good Jacob Banshee is at not getting opened up, because that's one thing we saw the Corrin that Boss Hog played round one. The Corrin was just way too antsy and overzealous, pressing way too many buttons, and that's what that's what Bayonettas live for, because then they're free to go in with their unsafe options on shield. Bayonetta doesn't really have good options to really approach you. Like, her approach tools are pretty garbage, especially if you're just smart with your shield, because like the heel slide is unsafe.